Hello, everyone. Welcome to the stream today. How are you all doing? Because we are here tonight for the premiere of Big Brother 27. The premiere! I'm realizing I don't have my clock. Where's my clock? There it is. Thank you. Thank you for those who ordered the book. Right here. Or who plan to order it. If you're new here, this is what we do for these streams. We do watch parties, which means every time that Big Brother airs on CBS and or Paramount Plus, wherever you're watching it, I'm live. I cannot show you the episode. The streaming gods will take me down. So I can only be in front of you on my own. You all have to watch it on your own. We can do our best to try to sync it up a little bit, but basically, you're here watching on your own while I watch, and you get to chat in the chat, get the live reactions and analysis from me if you're watching me. We also run predictions over on Twitch, where people can bet channel points, which are just fake currency that you can't spend on anything at the moment. To see if you can predict what's going to happen on the episode. For instance, we will likely try to do some kind of prediction as to whether or not we think Rachel Riley will be joining us this season. They call them Taran tokens. I am also live on YouTube. I've been very busy with all kinds of book stuff and prepping for the season and everything. I will eventually have YouTube more properly set up, I would say. But at the moment, you can still, of course, watch. Imagine if it's not Rachel, right? I am keeping an eye on both chats. Kate, I saw your message. I just haven't had time to to respond. But it sounds super cool. I'd totally be down to do something. Did Rachel marry the guy she was so defensive over and could find messages? She did. Yeah, she did. She did, in fact. Renegade, thank you for gifting 5.
Wow, a 5!
There's also another 5 up above somewhere that I missed. There's a bunch of subscriptions and resubscriptions. Mel also gifted 5. Thank you so much.
Wow, another 5!
Thank you so much for the generosity. Welcome to all the new subscribers as well. There is not currently a way to gift the book like you could gift the plushie. That was a fourth wall feature. Um, Theoretically, it's possible to try to look into something like that, but I honestly don't know if it is possible to actually accomplish it. But I certainly would like to. It would be very fun. But we are closing in on this episode. It's coming fast. Um, it's weird. I've talked about this a lot. The off season has been the longest we've had for like over a decade since I've been podcasting, and we're about to watch the first new Big Brother episode in what amounts to almost a year. So it's weird. I'm weirdly like extra excited about it. I'm not usually overly excited about the episodes themselves, and maybe by the end of this episode, I'll be like, I could take it or leave it. I just need the feeds, but we'll make it there. All right, let's run a prediction. Will we see a commercial by, let's say, 5:15 on my clock? You can predict yes, you can predict no. That is the prediction. It goes by my clock here. Oh, my little prediction button's a little funky. We will likely be getting the episode on very soon. Let me also see if I can. Yeah. So I'll likely be slightly behind, which is actually preferable to being ahead because I'd rather be behind than ahead. But here we are. Episode started. That's where we're at.
From the outside world.
That's where we are. So what I will say, especially if I'm out of sync with some of you, it will hopefully be a little easier if you do go to YouTube to retime me slightly. It feels like they're trying to be more serious. I don't want to get my hopes up, but it really does. Simon, thank you for gifting 2 subs there. 3 action-packed competitions. Just wait for the slime. All right, here's my girl Kelly. Here's Ashley. I will check to see if that domain is available. pilot's license. Okay, Nathan Fielder. Not bad, right? Not bad. I too love all the sports. I say that all the time. Is it just me? I feel like sorry, he started being serious and I started listening. Here, I'll give you a little peek where I'm at again. Ashley. The strategy assassin again. She's just showmans. Ooh, here's Riley. Amy. Beautiful. Thank you for the subscription. Welcome to the Robot Army. No showmances rings so different when you know the goss. What was her job again? Hold on, hold on, hold on. Amy, insurance agent. Ooh, here's Adrian. Lauren. Keanu. Wow, I'm crushing the names. Big fan. What's up? He loves to use his feet, huh? Genuinely though, don't underestimate the power of practicing comps. In American Ninja Warrior, when the people who like were able to build their own stuff started playing, it broke the game. Let's go, Big Brother Superfan Lauren. She still wears it. Let's go. A gentle giant. Keanu? I think Keanu said no to showmances though. Oh, here he is. Oh, they did that on purpose. He was named after Keanu Reeves. It's weird that I know of two Keanus and one of them is named after the other. Mystery, madness, and mayhem. Zach walks in first. Dude, the house looks good. Like, it actually looks kind of unique. It is giving BB10 a little bit. It's got that darker vibe. It doesn't look like super bright. What? Why is there a bomb under the stairs? Oh man, he's saying it again. I get it. It's the premiere. They're already getting a little goofy. It's camp goofy though. I'm okay with it so far. I love how much of a fan Lauren is. Really making me feel good about the pick. His boss told him he cannot simp. Is his boss a Redditor? Keanu the fan. Melissa. They found the secret room already. This is not a new room. It's just you enter it from a different side. Yeah, the DR, I like it in concept, the books behind them, but it does look a little too flat. Ooh, that was close. Commercial at 5:15:45. So the prediction is no. Just barely. Next prediction. Does the bomb go off in the next segment? Or should I say, is it a bomb? No, we'll just say, does it go off? Yeah, I'm thinking that the timer, when the timer ends, we're probably gonna get the what we saw in the preview where the lights go out and then Julie goes missing. That's my guess. I mean we have to introduce the other 8 first. We already got all 3 of my draft team in there. We're missing, let's see, we're gonna get Ava, Will, Zay, Jimmy, Catherine, Mickey, Morgan, Vince. Oh yeah, there's a Survivor commercial here. September 24th. You got to assume the finale, the Big Brother finale, is like either that night or like right before, right? Wow, this is a long commercial. Oh, Jeff loves it when Survivor is a horror movie. All right, we're back. Here's Catherine, Vince, Mickey. Fine dining server. A raging feminist. Incredibly single. I like her. I like her. So he lives with his parents. Is that his parents' house? That TV behind him? Event curator. The B-roll for them at their jobs gets me every time. It's awkward every time. Thank you for the 3 months in advance. It reminds me, I watched a video about that dude that did the morning routine video. The guy that's like, it's got to be like at least 10,000. You know that guy? That's what these clips are giving me every time they show them at their job. No. Shifting the way. See one of those like Doge cuts. Yes, let's go. Why not just show an actual clip from her stream? Jeez. Hey, it's a Sammy appearance. So we can all agree Zay is the most likely cast member to appear in a Mr. Beast video, right? An ex-Mormon. Former cheerleader. Chess guy. Man, maybe I should have picked Zay. What do we guess his elo is? I don't know. I actually don't know well enough. If you're like chess club high school, what's your elo? Like 1500? Learn to lose. Whoa, I think I have his on air sign. I'm not even kidding. I think I have the same one. She really is like straight from the 60s, 70s. I'm feeling like the bomb is not going off in this segment. Oh, she didn't give them the alliteration. Zay immediately appreciating the size of Keanu. Definitely is going to want to bro down. Jimmy connecting with Amy. The question is how valuable a connection it is. Zay is a bit bigger than I thought, yeah. He's almost the same size as, not almost the same. He's kind of like of a similar stature to Keanu, just not quite as like wide. Mustache. He even he even does the hair thing. Oh my god. Oh. Stop, dude. I'm trying to be open-minded, man. Oh no, Keanu is giving me a little bit of Shelltown vibes right now. This is a little bit, a little bit. She's not a gamer. She's not an athlete. Like, what are you? What's left? What are you going to talk about? Oh, here we go. Timer. I know she's going to talk about being a model, but like, I just feel like she's leaving out so much of her life. Here we go. It's a mystery. Oh boy, that's a yes. We got the bomb going off. Oh wow, the majority had no. Okay. Is there a competition in the next segment? Yes, no. Is there a competition? For clarity, they need to start playing the competition. They can't go into the backyard, cut to commercial. I want to see any amount of playing in the competition. Also, they can't show me pizza because I'm too hungry for pizza to be on my TV. Let me tell you, we did the draft last night and it reminded me of how hungry I get when I do podcasts. When I do these watch parties, then a podcast immediately after, it's like I'm not gonna be done until like 8 o'clock. That's like 5 to 8 my time. When do I eat dinner? You know what I mean? Brutal. I do occasionally eat during stream, but it's not ideal to be honest, because it's like then it's like how like when am I making food? And then if it's anything remotely complicated, it's like I can't focus on eating and not making a mess while also streaming. It's just a little tough. It's a little tough. These are my first world streamer problems. I will likely be using the treadmill, just not today. I apologize if you're not a treadmill fan, but I do enjoy the treadmill. It helps keep me moderately healthier. I do want to make a prediction about Rachel, but I want to make sure I time it properly. I just don't want it to be like every single commercial I ask about Rachel. Thank you for the 82nd month, Heather. Keanu was hot. I feel like it's a pretty good looking cast. Control Alt, thank you for the 36th in a row. Oh, I think people are back already. We'll probably be back soon. Jennifer, thank you for the 32nd. I feel like Julie did say 3 competitions, or maybe I'm just imagining that. Jen, thank you for the 45th. This is just like a little. I wouldn't necessarily call it a cardigan. I guess maybe. Yeah, an overshirt. You got 3 pizza commercials? Man, this is actually a lot longer than I thought it would be. All right, we're back. We're back. Whoa! Wait, this is very Devil's Plan. So this is the masked visitor. And then someone's going to get picked as the accomplice. Julie needs to work on her acting. They got maps, but I think the maps are basically just tickets to a competition. I don't think they actually mean anything. Here's the competition. Man, I got excited for a second that they'd actually do something interesting and not just like a physical comp. I would bomb any competition that required me to notice what somebody was wearing. If I had to guess right now, I think Julie was wearing a dress. I think it was white-ish and it had like patterns on it. Wait, am I right? Almost? Oh, I'm kind of surprised, to be honest. Oh man, he could have built the bridge to go over the lava. Oh man, Lauren's our as a Big Brother super fan. Caribou, thank you for the subscription. Welcome to the Robot Army. Riley throwing. Mickey throwing. Way too many people throwing. 2 people is way too many people. Great for Adrian to win, I think. Dragon, thank you for the 3 months in advance. She was not wearing a jacket. Oh, they showed me. Now I'm cheating. It's good that they showed. Oh, I do not know if she was wearing a watch. Would never know if she was wearing black stilettos. No, they showed this they showed the shoe. Wait, he just guessed and happened to get it? Wow. Man, that's what we really need. Ah! She just broke the fourth wall. I'm not okay with this. You can't go to host mode in the middle of the house. Oh boy. All right. Yes, there was a competition. Okay, let me see if I can remember who was in the comp. Who wins the next comp? We have. Let's see. Vince, I think, has yet to compete. Morgan. Lauren, Mickey, Kelly, I don't think competed. Keanu, I don't think competed. Catherine. Jimmy, did Jimmy compete? Vince competed. Zay, Will, Ava definitely didn't, right? Ashley didn't. Oh my god, way too many people. Or people I thought didn't. Okay, I've got two extras. One is Vince. Ava did compete. Okay, so I've got my 8 as Morgan, Kelly, Keanu, Catherine, Jimmy, Zay, Will, Ashley. Is that right? Okay. 2 minutes on the clock. Who wins this next competition? Can't spell lava without Ava. Hey, thank you for the 35th in a row. Are we back? We're back. See, now she's on the screen and on my screen. There's too many Julies. Yeah, if you're on YouTube, unfortunately, they don't have predictions. Predictions, if you want to participate, are on Twitch. I have deviously created many decoys. Am I losing it? They all look the same to me. This is giving me like Jackbox. Okay, they are different colors, I think. I actually have no idea. Ooh, the keys are different too? I see. Yeah, there's no way I would have remembered this. This is way harder than Julie's outfit. So many people throwing the first competition because they don't. Oh. Keanu betting? I'm surprised they're guessing already. There's way too many options to guess correctly, like Zach did. At least these trap doors look safer than Mr. Beast's. They're all guessing. What is happening? You're gonna win by default. How many are left? Oh, come on, Ashley. Let's do this. Oh, let's go. Let's go. Come on, he's gonna get it wrong. No! Come on, we were so close. Jimmy pulls out a win. I think Julie did say butt first, actually. Okay. Next prediction. Do they finish the next comp in the next segment? Do they finish it? That's the prediction. Do we conclude the competition within the next segment? I will count ending the competition even if we don't know the results. It's wild to me that so many people were like, "Let me throw this comp." given that I assume all of them watched the most recent season 26, where the two people who won those first two comps were Quinn and MJ, who both made it super far. And MJ basically could have won the whole game due to her power. Would have been evicted maybe without it. All she needed to do is take somebody else to the final two, and she wins the whole game. Due to the power that she won in the first episode. Jenny, thank you for the 73rd month in a row. Appreciate that. And yeah, like Zach winning that comp, like he's a bit of a like built guy, so I'm sure he'll get a little bit of reputation from it. But like at the end of the day, he won it because he guessed. He's just gonna be like, yeah, I just went to the ones Adrian hadn't gone to, and I was like, maybe I'll just guess this one. And everyone's gonna be like, oh damn, got lucky. And then in the other one, everyone else is just getting it wrong. Jimmy wins it. I don't think everyone's going to be like, oh man, Jimmy is a god at competitions. Like, the reality is, generally, it's the opposite. Generally, it's here are the people who have some power. I don't know anyone else right now. Let me talk to them. You think an HOH is going to be like, I'm going to target the people who got powers? Why would they do that? Why would they do that when they can just team up with the people with powers? They target the people with powers and they don't get them out. Now you got people with powers coming for you. You have a choice. Team up with them. It might not always go that way, but then at the same time, you've got a power to protect yourself with. Quinn had one of the worst experiences of having a power where it got outed. Hold on, we're back. It got outed against his wishes. And he was still mostly fine. Wait. Wait. Guys, I take it back. Guys, I take it back. Zach should have thrown that comp. 10K? That's terrible. That's so much better. The disparity in prices is wild. You literally just say, you literally get to create like an early alliance of four, and you say, one of us four is definitely winning. We'll all protect each other. This is literally like friendship bracelets. It's not as good as friendship bracelets, but it's close. Half of them don't even want to play anyway. They're not even going to feel slighted. Oh my God. I'm so annoyed at these people. I'm so annoyed at these people. I cannot believe how many of them don't want first HOH. What did casting do? Let's go, Ashley. Let's go, Ashley. Come on. Let's go. Part of me really liked Vince there. Like I felt like, oh, Vince is pretty charismatic, but also I didn't believe him when he said he would throw it. And then he explained that he wasn't maybe going to follow through, and I was like, oh, I guess that was a right read. Him, Ashley, Vince, Adrian. Oh, maybe not Vince. I guess he said Adrian, not Vince. Let's go, Ashley. No, Ashley. At least, listen. At least she allowed herself to get picked, because it's still better to be picked here and lose than not be picked. Because she can make deals with the other people playing. She can be seen as a bad competitor if she loses. Like it's almost best case scenario, but there's still a lot of value to being HOH. Okay. The question is the prediction Rachel or is the prediction about the competition? Because I could not tell. It sounds like they're going to do the competition first and then reveal Rachel after. So I think that's what we need to do. Also, did they finish the next comp? No, they didn't even start it. Who wins HOH? Is it Jimmy, Ashley, Adrian, or Vince? There's the prediction. I'll say this. If they introduce Rachel before the comp and Rachel is playing, I will refund this prediction and include Rachel. Am I sure it's Rachel? I'm not 100% sure. That's why we're going to do a prediction. Think of it 1,000 bits. Yeah, I mean, okay. So let me just kind of reiterate what I was saying before. Not only is not trying to win the first HOH, I think generally not a good idea for most players. Oh, we're back actually. But not even asking to be one of the 4 competitors is wild. Yasuke, thank you for the subscription. Welcome to the Robot Army. Because as Ashley kind of demonstrated, like getting to be one of these 4 players is it's just all benefit, no downside. You either win and it's good, or you lose and you get to make a deal with the other 4 or the other 3. One of them is going to win, and you've now lost in another competition. The BB Blaster. Oh, it's the Reindeer Games comp. Cinematic. Thank you for the 3 months in advance. I love that we're getting a Reindeer Games comp. The initial like getting a map thing I thought was going to be Reindeer Games-esque, and then it wasn't. I think Jimmy knows what he's doing. Okay, I thought he was going to say something smarter, but he still has the right idea. Vince has the right idea. I really don't think we needed the second explanation. Ashley. Pick a motivation. Do you want to win or not? Skateboarding, playing ping pong, juggling. People have been saying they feel like Vince is getting the winning edit, and I am feeling that. Oof. I think that's it. Push my plunger. Wow. Was it actually that close? That looks like it was actually that close. That actually didn't look fake. Vince wins the competition. They really are going for like the Mr. Beast aesthetic there. All right. Next prediction. You have 1 minute. Is Rachel Riley joining the game? This will be a yes as long as it is number one, Rachel Riley, and number two, they don't tell us explicitly that she is not joining the game. If it's ambiguous, I will count it as a yes. If they say she's not joining the game or she's like dead and she's not going to be a player or something like that, then it will be a no. If it is anyone other than Rachel Riley, it will be a no. Katie, thank you for the 6 months in advance. What confidence. I appreciate it. Yeah, maybe the Survivor Beach there was a It's Jelinski. I will say so far, especially for 90 minutes, weirdly one of the better premieres in recent years. For there being 3 comps, I weirdly like wasn't super bored watching them. It certainly could have been better, but like yeah, if you're ahead, please refrain from spoiling if possible. I guess I should cover up the chat at this point. I am now hiding chats from myself just in case. For the record, my prediction is yes. I think Rachel Riley is joining the game as a player. That is my lock it in. That's my best guess. It's the funny thing too is that it's at 80-20, which is exactly what I said this morning. I said I was at about 80-20. I think we're about to come back. Not quite. Got to look at Donnie Wahlberg first. And now we're back. This is where we are. Complimenting the house. I feel like Keanu's been pretty social, which I'm happy to see. I was worried he'd be a little shy. Oh, we're talking AI Arena or BB Blockbuster. Permanent? Permanent. I will say maybe a little premature to call it permanent, but happy to see it back. Wait, does that mean the name is permanent too? The PB Blockbuster? That's going to be it forever? Oh, this dude. Come on. Oh, I saw red. Let's go. Oh, I'm so happy for her. Kristen. Is this real? All right, Lauren, chill. Jimmy knows. She was voted in. Mount Rushmore. I mean, he's right. All right, there it is. Rachel Riley joining the game. Yeah, I'm already annoyed that we're not getting feeds. I'm already annoyed. Final prediction. What is the final prediction? Does Rachel have safety? That's a good prediction. 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 That's a Does Rachel have safety? Of some sort. If they don't say anything, we're just going to say no. Safety of any kind. It could be safety from initial noms, could be safety for the week. Does she get any kind of safety basically before the episode ends? It's possible that she gets it in the future episode, but in this episode, do we learn about Rachel getting any safety? I know. I'm like, the thing too about not having feeds today is that not only do we not have feeds for right after this happened, like if the feeds came on tonight, it would be 2 days in. But the reality is, by the time the feeds come up, it'll be another like 4 days. All right, we're back. What? How does that make her not the 17th house guest, though? Oh. I'm assuming they're not going to reveal. Sorry, I'm listening intently for any information. Well, if they take out the accomplice, are they really going to be the first evicted? Makes me feel like they didn't take the accomplice out. Love one another. Okay. All right. There it is. The prediction is no. They did not say anything about Rachel having safety. What I will say is that theoretically, this hunt for the accomplice is a little bit designed to take some heat off of Rachel. Rachel walks in, and immediately it's a hunt for who's a baddie, who's the accomplice, and Rachel is the only one you know is innocent. Um, so I mean, if you're gonna have methods of taking heat off of returning players, I'd prefer something a bit more subtle like that than the obvious like safety, friendship bracelet, immunity, whatever. Um so I have a few thoughts on this. One is that this is one of those twists that in theory is kind of cool. Like, oh, figure out who the accomplice is, you can take them out of the game. It's a little bit twin twisty, right? Um, but my question becomes are there any real clues to figuring out who it is? Like, are they going to receive more clues? Because if they don't, then I don't really see how there's any way to solve it other than just like trying to read people. The idea that they helped shut the lights off when they're all sitting on the couch at the same time is like, obviously, they're not actually physically doing that. Maybe there's a world where like they were playing with remember that little electrical panel that we looked at when we looked at the house pictures? Like maybe they did something with that ahead of time. Um, but like, how much did they actually do these things? These things were probably like scripted events, right? Obviously, there was no shot Rachel wasn't joining the games. The idea that like the accomplice needed to bring Rachel into the game, and if they hadn't, then Rachel wouldn't have joined is absurd. Um, so so from there it becomes, how could you reasonably solve this? And I think the answer is vibes. You can't logically solve it. It's mostly got to be vibes, probably. And from there I think you move to, who cares? Unless somebody really just comes out and like seems so obvious, I think you get to a point where you kind of go, who cares? And you say, I'm just going to vote for a person I hope gets eliminated. And if it's them, perfect. I've eliminated a person I don't want. And if it's not, I don't lose anything. So my prediction would be, well, because here's the thing. You're saying like, I mean, first of all, I wouldn't say who cares out loud necessarily, but like people suspecting it being you means nothing, because if it's not you, you don't get evicted. It's kind of like when you're playing Blood on the Clock Tower and you're kind of chill with people suspecting you as a townsfolk, because when you get to prove them wrong, you're like, see, I am trustworthy. Granted, I wouldn't want to be the person that everyone thinks is lying in the first week. That wouldn't be where I want to be necessarily. But like, my point is that I think heading into when they cast this vote, it would not surprise me if when feeds come back, if this has been resolved already, that basically they all just came together to vote for the person that was the house pariah. They all just came together to vote for the person that was likely going to be the first boot anyway. Because that's the person that they were all going to target anyway. And if they're wrong, it wouldn't surprise me if that person, like, ends up on the block. Is the person immune? Is that what they said? It's actually interesting if the person became immune, because then you would want people to vote for you. But then it would be even more gamed, because then it would be like you'd all sort of like gather together to give somebody immunity, potentially. It would be very strange, actually. It would be very strange if they were immune. But point being, I think very clearly they're likely just going to like just be voting for somebody that isn't getting along with the rest of the house as much. And also, they're incredibly likely to get it wrong. Is my assumption. I don't think the show actually wants them to get it right. People are saying it's more likely to be a woman because Rachel joined the cast. I think that's potentially fair. Oh, they certainly didn't want Annie to be voted out, but Annie was a little too obvious. It's possible that the person is way too obvious and it's just over. Honestly, I don't really have any read on who it is. Other than like, it would be kind of funny to do Jimmy because he's a triplet. And so when they say that Jimmy like was the accomplice and helped turn the lights out, they could have like one of his triplets in the house like flipping the lights off at the same time. But that I doubt it. Anyway, that's it. I gotta go to the podcast. We're already 10 minutes past the episode. Fun premiere, which is not something I say that often. It definitely was a little strong, a little bit stronger than previous years. It was not like I think what I'd ideally want from a premiere, in that it was mostly competitions. But I do think we at least got a little bit of like interaction. I feel like we got to know some personalities a little more. The competitions were much more interesting. The theming is fun. If this were a 2-night premiere and we were getting the second half tomorrow night and feeds, then I'd be pretty happy overall. The fact that we have to wait until Sunday is kind of brutal for both the next episode and the feeds. But either way, it was a good time. I hope you enjoyed it here on Twitch or YouTube. I'll of course be live every episode. So next time I'll be live on Sunday watching the second episode, and that will to some degree be a kickoff to the 24-hour streaming the first day of feeds here on that's actually probably going to be more of a Twitch thing. YouTube is going to struggle with long stream like that. So YouTube caps out at 12 hours. Weirdly. So it might be it might actually be a Twitch only. Like maybe I'll stream the episode on YouTube and then end the YouTube stream and stay live on Twitch for the feeds. That's how some streamers do it. If they multi-stream, is that anything longer than 12 hours they do just on Twitch. Yes, check out the book, of course, if you haven't already, Behind the Mirror. I've got to run to the podcast. Make sure you head over. If you don't know, I have started a Patreon as well. Because I started doing over on the YouTube channel, you can see them. The Genius UK. I started watching the Genius UK, which means you can actually see the episode as I'm watching it, and I can pause and do analysis. I started doing that here on YouTube, but they do not like it when there's actual episode in there. So in order to continue, moved over to Patreon, did the Devil's Plan Season 2, and just started the original Genius from Korea over there on Patreon. Very fun stuff if you enjoy it. And hopefully some more stuff over there as well over on Patreon. All right. That's what I got. I got to run. Thank you for hanging out. And I will see all of you on the podcast, I guess. See you later.